Hello everyone, it's me, Sean. Today is huh, March 8th. It's been one of those days today. Um, I forgot my notebook at home today, so I'm running off of two little sheets of paper. So forgive me if I look like this sometimes. Um, I got quite a bit of stuff to talk about today. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 major topics. And then, of course, all the little bullets that I put underneath everything that I want to say and that I want to remember and everything like that. Um, I guess I'll just get started. Um, the first thing I do want to say is I want to say thank you to the couple subscribers I do have, and I have gotten a couple comments. A couple of them I don't understand from Panda, but I do like that people are starting to comment. Okay. Growth in Arizona. Okay. We used to be the #1 state for growth in this country. Um, Recently, since the downturn in the economy and everything like that, um, we've slowed down and apparently all growth has stopped. Um, I live in Casa Grande, and here in our town, we have 5 or 6 subdivisions that were started back 2 or 3 years ago, and they have two houses built in them, and then they stopped and they shut down the communities. Some of them, the houses never got lived in. Some of them, people just, up and left their homes. And so they shut down the communities. Um, when I heard this on Mac and Gatos today, I texted them because you can text them at 411-923, and I said, well, you either gotta, you know, expand outwardly, or you gotta go up. Um, so I mean, it's one or the other. You got to do one or the other. Uh, and they actually, Jamie West, their beautiful and awesome uh, news reporter and co-host, or not co-host, but the person that's featured on their show. I love her. She makes the show the show. Um, she read my text on the air, and then the next time that when they actually talked about it again, because normally they'll talk about it in the beginning and then towards the end of they'll talk about it again. Mac actually put it into the conversation that him and Gatos were having about it. Um, and they made a good point. The reason that we didn't build upwards in Arizona is because we have beautiful sunsets, beautiful sunrises, people want to see it, so they just said build into the desert, and nothing over a 5-story building, I guess. Um, and that's pretty true. Anywhere you look, other than Central Phoenix, that's pretty much the story. Um, but I do think they should take the foreclosures that are around here. You know what, if people from Canada want to come down, if people from Michigan want to come down, if people from Europe want to come down, have at it. Buy up all the foreclosures for all I care. Don't buy new houses. Um, because you know what? It's not going to help the economy any. It's not going to help the market. Your house isn't going to be worth as much if you buy a new house versus a foreclosure. Because you know what's going to happen if you buy a foreclosure. This is what's going to happen. You fix it up, put the money into it, you let it sit for a few years. And if people around you do the same thing, there aren't going to be any foreclosures. The houses are all going to be kept up. The value is going to go back up. If you don't buy foreclosures, you're going to see people buying new homes. The foreclosures are going to sit there, and the home prices are still going to go down. So that's why I'm saying foreigners come and buy all the foreclosures up. You know, new home buyers buy the foreclosures. If you get a home that doesn't have granite countertops, if you get a home that isn't particularly, you know, the best or top of the line, tough. It's your first home. That's why you get a home that you can afford. That way, later on the road, you can upgrade it, sell it for more than what it's worth, and then go and buy a better house. 6 things you never buy used. This is the second topic. First one is the mattress. I personally would never buy a mattress from somebody. You don't know what they've done in that bed. You don't know what's been done in that bed. You don't know who's done what in that bed. You don't know if somebody got killed on that bed. You don't know if somebody bled to death on that bed. Mac was saying that he bought a mattress from his aunt for his first home, and when he got a home, he took off the sheet, and there's a big blood stain on it. I would have taken it back to her and told her to give me back my money. But the next thing is jewelry. You never buy used jewelry because you never know what you're getting. Vacuums. You never buy a used vacuum because then you have that person's dust and dirt and everything that's still stuck in that system of that vacuum flying into your home and getting on everything. Car seats, baby boosters, all stuff like that. Again, bacteria, germs, nastiness, just don't do it. And underwear. I know that sounds weird. I know it really does. But if you go to Savers like I do, and I try to buy, you know, unique items that you're not going to find anywhere else. And you look in the clothes. I look in the clothes every once in a while just because, you know, sometimes you can find a really nice shirt, you know. They do. They sell used underwear. I think it's really nasty and really gross, but, you know, more power to them. Okay, the next thing is it okay to splurge now? They say that the economy is growing again, and you know, things are getting better, but people are still feeling the recession. Does that mean that we can go out and splurge every once in a while? Is it okay to splurge when you have the money? Is it okay to splurge if you don't have the money? Should you not splurge just to boost the economy? Let me know. Tell me what you think down there in the bottom in the comments, and we'll go ahead and have a discussion about it. There was a murderer getting out of prison here in Arizona. In 1979, he killed a 5-year-old boy, and then he ate him. He molested him, and then he ate him. It's completely disgusting. I don't know how to react to that. He's getting out of prison on good behavior. The dad went on to say that if and when they release him, he better hope that he doesn't find him because the dad wants to go and kill him. Personally, I'm right there with him. Kill that bastard. He doesn't deserve to live. He murdered a 5-year-old. He shouldn't be getting out on good behavior no matter what. He should have gotten death. So you know what? Let the people do it, because the government can't. Kill the bastard. You know, I support the dad. If you have to murder him, just know that you are going to go to prison for it. You are going to get the death penalty, you know. Although he didn't get it for murdering a 5-year-old. Doesn't make sense. The Phoenix Police Department is back in the news. As I said in the last broadcast, he didn't like to follow the procedures, and he took off with evidence. He sold OxyContin. And the only reason that I'm pausing is because they released his name today, and I'm just trying to figure out what his name was. So I was just trying to read really quick, but I'm not seeming to find it. You know, the Phoenix Police Department's been in the news quite a lot recently. In just the last 6 months, they've had the kidnapping scandal, which the numbers aren't matching the kidnappings. That guy selling the OxyContin, Sergeant Drent's death. Nobody knows how he died. Multiple counts of fraud on the police side. Just because they said that they were doing jobs off the clock, and they wanted to get paid for them, so they were putting it on their time card, but they never really did the jobs. And then there was a cop that planted drugs on a homeless woman, and they have the video from that. Probably search for that on YouTube. And then the one guy that killed the guy in the trailer park, he's from the same precinct. And so I think they just need to fire everybody and stop. You know, fire everybody. Stop making people, you know, stop letting people work for you that aren't good for the precinct. Apparently in Phoenix, they're having a chicken problem. Feral chickens are running rampant in Phoenix, and they lay eggs at least one a day. They could lay 2 a day. And depending on how many chickens there are, you know, this is just like out in Miami. In Miami, you go down there into Little Cuba, and there are chickens everywhere. And they said it's going to turn into that out in Phoenix. And I think it's funny in some, because you're going to be driving down in downtown Phoenix, and you're going to see a chicken just fly in front of you. And if you hit it, you can pick it up, take it home, and cook it. That's a good thing. Don't know if you'd want to, but you can. Okay, another thing I think is ridiculous, and then I'm going to have to switch over to my next video cast. You can rent movies on Facebook now. I think it's ridiculous, but it's a thing that Warner Brothers is doing now. You click like on like the Dark Knight's video, and it gives you a choice on whether you want to rent it